Fortnite has nerfed aim assist. So in this video, I'm giving you the best controller settings to still laser players even after this nerf. And I'm gonna explain to you everything that actually changed. So along with the Day of Doom update, Fortnite quietly added in a paragraph all the way at the bottom that says, on all platforms, the new update introduces human-like aim assist for controller players, which models human reaction time while trying to better match how unassisted keyboard and mouse players track moving targets. Human-like aim assist allows for more balanced tuning for controller players of all skill levels. Now, those are the only details that they gave us, so we still have no idea how this new aim assist actually works. But many people think that controller players are now nerfed with worse aim than we've ever had. So I'm about to prove if that's true or not right after I show you guys these settings. So with this update, there are no actual new settings. All the settings are the exact same as before. So I'm still using around a 0.07 slide hold time. My reset camera access and reset camera time are just on the default pitch and 0.1. Vibrations are of course off. Quick weapon I'm not using. We do want to make sure use advanced options are on, and then build multiplier and edit multiplier are both going to be 2.0. And these are completely unaffected by this new aim assist update, because obviously building and editing doesn't require any aiming. But the look sense is where we first start to see it actually be affected. So I'm still rocking with 43% on both horizontal and vertical with no boost. And then where you'll probably see the biggest change with this update is in the ADS. So I'm rocking 7% horizontal, 8% of vertical with again no boost. And I'm making sure that I'm using settings that are good with linear input curve. Many players that use exponential are saying that their aim has gotten significantly worse, while players on linear are saying that their aim actually got better. So if that ends up being true and linear settings really did get buffed, then that's huge for us. And with my controller dead zones, I go 10% on both left and right stick. And now, while I get in some gameplay with a brand new aim assist, let me explain what has actually changed. So first things first, once again, this doesn't affect your build or edit sense at all. So when you're doing something like free building in a beautiful map like the Carter 2K 1v1 practice map with custom backgrounds, music, and crosshairs, you won't notice any difference. Everything feels the exact same. And by the way, to find this map, just search Carter 2K in the map tab. But now everything to do with your aim against other players has changed. So far, what most players have agreed on is that ADS aim feels like it has gotten better. So those longer range shots, really anytime you aim down sight, people are saying that this aim got bumped. But then on the other side of that, everyone is also agreeing that hipfire aim got harder, especially with spray weapons like SMGs and ARs. So as of now, we're thinking that this update is both good and bad for controller players. With the good being that it might have helped our ADS aim, but with the bad being that it might hurt our close range spray aim like when you're in a box. However, all of this is just going off of what people kind of feel, but we do have some solid evidence that aim assist truly has changed. And we get that evidence from this guy who actually works at Epic Games and was one of the main people behind these changes to aim assist. So while Epic themselves hasn't given us any other details, here's what this Epic employee has said about aim assist being better or worse. In his first tweet, he mentions the need for balancing aim assist, and then he goes on to talk about how the typical way aim assist works in basically every game gives controller players superhuman help, and that is not fair to other players. He then goes on to personally say that easy shots are not affected at all, but some specific shots will be harder for controller players to hit. So at this point, he says that it's not fair for mouse and keyboard players, and some shots on controller will be harder to hit, but no shots will be easier to hit. Now, he did say that aim assist will likely be tweaked more after they see how this affects controller players. But his last tweet is where it gets interesting, because while he says this will improve the feeling of aim for controller players, he also says that they removed the impossible superhumanness of aim assist, and now this is fair for competitive integrity when controller players are playing against keyboard and mouse players. He then one more time says that this part of aim assist has been unfair. So once again, just to quickly recap that thread, he said multiple times that the way controller aim assist works is unfair to keyboard and mouse players. He said that some controller shots will now be harder, but no controller shots will be easier, and aim assist will continue to get tweaked. Now, many controller players, including the best controller players in the world, like 5-time FNCS winner Miro and EU Pro Teeny, were already in his replies upset about the supposed nerf he just described. Miro saying that out of the 100 Fortnite players at Global FNCS, only 4 players were on controller with 96 players on keyboard and mouse, and then they turn around and nerf aim assist even more. Teeny then says basically the same thing, stating that controller players already already have a big disadvantage, and they're likely not going to be able to compete with keyboard players for much longer. We've already seen this happen too, with countless pros switching from controller to keyboard and mouse because it's significantly better. Now, so far, all of this has sounded really bad for us controller players. However, I played for around 3 hours with this new aim assist update for this gameplay that you're watching right now, and I really did not notice much of a change. If they didn't specifically come out and tell me that aim assist changed, I might not have even noticed. And actually, it could have just been placebo, but I was hitting really quality shotgun shots all day long, and my ADS aim felt really good. So like I said earlier, a bunch of linear players are actually saying that they feel like their aim has gotten buffed with this update. And while that Twitter thread does look kind of bad and the developer sounds like kind of a controller hater, I think the changes are much more mild than he made them sound, and who knows, I mean, we'll probably get another aim assist buff in the coming weeks or months. So my overall thoughts so far is that it does seem a little weird that they're seemingly nerfing aim assist when controller players are already at such a big disadvantage. But I truly don't think that this is gonna make or break any controller player. If you were good on controller before, you're still gonna be good. If you were bad before, you're still gonna be bad. However, I will say I have not tested the new aim assist on console yet, so if you play console, let me know what you've been feeling over the past few days. Now, in the background, you've been seeing my first games with this new aim assist, so let's keep this going and see what else we can figure out with aim assist. Get a little Grim Gate drop in. Not bad. Okay, shotgun aim really does feel good. Oh, and I'm out of bills. Oh my god, and he just died to fall. Let's go. Well, there we go. 2 wins on the new aim assist. ADS in shotgun aim feels really good. The hip fire spray feels worse. So that's my take. And of course, make sure to go try out the Carter 2K 1v1 practice map. Hop in whenever you're bored, free build, and check out another video. Thanks so much for watching.